What is an uplifting and happy fact? Pandas are no longer considered an endangered species. Also, being a professional panda caretaker is one of the highest paying jobs in China. If I remember correctly, their average salary is about 32.5k. Bees get sleepy after drinking nectar and occasionally take naps on flowers. Similarly, Google pollen bee butts. So many cute pictures of bees with their whole heads shoved in flowers, covered in pollen, with just their little bee buds and back legs hanging out of the flower. I'm so tired of all these bee thoughts shaking their pollen covered asses on Instagram vying for attention. An otter will find a rock as a juvenile and keep that rock for life. Otters have pockets in their armpits they use to hold their favorite tools and special rocks. That chill down your spine when you listen to music is called frisson. It's a leading principle behind ASMR and can be triggered by, among other things, irregular music patterns. If your song ever just stopped the music for a beat then started again, this can cause it. Frisson is a fantastic feeling, and it has been described as a "skin orgasm," so take that as you will. Sunflowers face the sun. When they cannot find the sun, they face each other. Sunflower 1, where's the sun bro? Sunflower 2, you are my sun bro. Sunflower 1, bro. Quokka are happy little cat-sized bastards who have no natural predators and no fear of death or humans. Happy animal facts are the best facts. Seahorses get married. Seahorses tend to be monogamous and will intertwine their tails to stick together while floating through the ocean. Is it because they are cute and loving, or is it just an evolutionary aspect of their species? The truth is, seahorses are pretty bad swimmers and spend a lot of time hiding from predators. Finding a mate for life boosts their chances of successful reproduction. The leading cause of death is heart problems, Alzheimer's, and cancer, not because we are getting unhealthy, but because we aren't dying from more horrible diseases like cholera, the plague, or any other nasty microbial diseases. More humans are able to reach older ages, where natural age killers are more likely to end us, rather than invading microbes. I like this, because it's missed by most of the health frenzied people I know. They're ignoring the good news and focusing on the bad news exclusively. Dolphins will intentionally play with pufferfish and get poked by the spikes. The poison in the spikes get them high. TLDR, dolphins do drugs. The more I hear about dolphins, the more I think they are just aquatic college students. Cows can have best friends. They can also jump for joy. And cows will play fetch with the ball and they like scritches behind their ears. They're really like big dogs. I may have spent half a day watching videos of cows being adorable. I regret nothing. The voice actor for Mickey Mouse married the voice actor for Minnie Mouse. The voice actor for Popeye married the voice actor for Olive. A species of tarantula keeps a tiny frog as a pet. The frog protects the spider's eggs from insects and the frog gets protection. Spider hires a bodyguard, but also ends up being that guy's bodyguard. Spider hires a nanny and pays it in protection. Your dog really does genuinely love you. It's not just a case of depending on you for toys and food. It's been studied that the oxytocin levels in a dog's brain sharply elevate when they see a human they have a positive relationship with. When exposed to the scent of their owners in an MRI machine, the dog's levels elevated higher than any other scent. My sister's dog and I always had an understood ignore one another relationship. Then my sister hit a rough spot with depression and I went to go get her, pack her stuff, and drive her a few states away to a support system. Never seen a dog give such a clear "oh thank God you're here. Come fix this" look in my life. She led me to my sister's room and spent the rest of the trip checking my face to make sure all was okay when the signals she was getting from my sister were confusing. Luckily, the move was what my C's needed and she got her feet back under her. Ever since, whenever I fly in for a visit, her dog insists on 5 to 10 minutes of my exclusive attention before anyone else is allowed to say hello. Completely showed the complexity of doggy emotion. My sister has pictures of the dog just staring at me adoringly, even though she only sees me every few years, and I'm not that interesting of a human as far as dog entertainment. When my 10 years old pup passed away in May, our second dog Daisy and I grieved together. Daisy was always more close to my husband, but he was on a short tour of duty at the time. Her heart broke when mine did, and we made it out together. Many times I watched her scan my body language and look into my eyes when I was too sad to get out of the bed. She would sit and bark at me lightly until I got up. When I got up she would go nuts, like she was celebrating. Other times, when she needed me a little bit more, she would jump in the bed and be glued to me. We bonded. Dad is still her favorite, but we have a very different connection now. Sea otters hold hands while they're sleeping so that they don't drift apart. Out of all the facts here, this is just heartwarming. Smallpox emerged over 10,000 years ago. At its peak the disease killed 15 million people a year, maimed millions more, and caused 1/3 of all blindness. Between the 1850s and the 1910s, mandatory vaccination drove smallpox out of North America and Europe. A coordinated UN effort from 1950 to the 1970s eliminated smallpox from the rest of the world. There hasn't been a single case since 1977. Working together, every country in the world teamed up to destroy an enemy that killed an estimated 400 to 500 million people in the 20th century alone. And it took less than 3 decades to make it happen. The campaign to eliminate smallpox is proof that a united humanity is capable of incredible things. Physical activity releases dopamine, so by motivating yourself to work out you will be more happy because of the actual action and from the results if you stick with it. Now if you haven't exercised today, do a few push-ups or sit-ups. I heard that our brain wakes us up to make sure we don't die. I felt so appreciated when I heard that, and I was in a good mood for the rest of that day. Did you know that lonely people have more of those macro awakenings while sleeping and generally need more sleep to get the same amount of rest as a non-lonely person? That tendency is assumed to have evolved because being lonely used to mean there's no one to guard you while you sleep. Dogs sneeze when play fighting to show they are playing and don't want to hurt you. My little Yorkie sneezes whenever she gets excited. When I come home from college and she hears/smells me, she comes running while continuously sneezing chew, 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 chew all the way to me. It is my favorite thing. Is your Yorkie a 340,000 pound, 6,000 horsepower steam locomotive by any chance? There are vending machines in Istanbul, Turkey that dispense food and water for stray dogs. The price is an empty recyclable bottle. Wait, do the effing strays learn to deposit them, or do people do it? Sometimes in movies, when dogs/wolves are supposed to look mean and threatening, their tails would have to be redone with CGI, because their tails won't stop wagging from doing such a good job acting. Ethan Hawke did a movie called White Fang. He later said to young actors, act with a dog. Your human co-stars have to respond to whatever emotion you're trying to convey, because it's in the script. But a dog can tell when you're faking it. Wanna be a better actor? Act with a dog. You've made someone somewhere really happy, and they just never told you. Long story short, a random dad flagged me down at the drag strip years ago and asked me to take his about 10-year-old son down the strip one time. I obliged. This is when my 2012 Camaro ZL1 was pretty new, so it was a pretty neat car to the dad and the son. We won the race and I gave the son the time slip and told him don't tell mom. I'm sure he had a good story for his buddies after that. His dad thought it was cool too. That humans have the peculiar ability to make a place home, no matter where they are. Shit, yo lived in a van for 2 months with 3 other dudes having a really hard time. We had a downloaded movie every night. Sheets we cut up and mount to block light and keep eating. Took turns grilling and being the driver that didn't drink just in case and drove us to the gym to shower and get ready for the day. Yeah, it sucked at the time, but we really made the best of it. Happy. Stand in front of a mirror and put on your best fake smile. Now hold that smile in place for a full 2 minutes. Most studies have shown that the smile transitions from fake to real sometime during the 2 minutes. You are now happier. Hopefully. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe.